Hi everybody! I don't know if it's better if I talk in the mic, but I'm going to because I have one. This is Peter Kagstrom, this is me, and this is the Holophonor. If you don't know what a Holophonor is, the name is from Futurama. So thank you Futurama for letting us borrow the name. If we need to, I guess we'll change it. But it is a software package that lets you loop live that Harpo and I have been working on. And to be honest with you, Harpo has been working on it and I've been helping him test it, really is how that's going. And so I'm gonna play some stuff for you here. What I just played was just the piano, it didn't loop anything. And that was a little song I wrote called See Diddly. And I'm gonna start with a song called All Blues. And you're gonna see I'm gonna just play some different things. And yeah, join us, grab a drink if you have one, forward any questions, and I might take requests. This is a much more complicated thing than piano, so I probably won't. But feel free to...
But you already have one.
But I already have one. What is it?
Lizzie has requested Chiquitita from ABBA.
Chiquitita from ABBA. How about this? That's a perfect one for another time. So we'll do that. But thank you for the request. That's amazing. Thank you.
Rob said maybe that mic isn't the mic.
Maybe that mic isn't the mic. Who knows?
Who knows, really?
We'll find out. Gotta get going here. Should have started with this on, maybe. All right.
done.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys, I assume you can hear me because you can hear Peter. But I can't hear any of this music that's happening. All I hear is when he plays the keyboard, like the big keyboard, and then I hear a little bit of the bass drumming, but not the full sound. So it's super weird and quiet in this apartment.
Maybe one day we'll do a recording of just that. That'll be exciting. So that's the Holophonor. If you don't know, that enables one person or one musician to do a little bit more, and it's a lot of buttons. So sometimes you hit the wrong button and it sounds weird, and sometimes you have to start over, and you know, it's fun though. So yeah.
Could you, Dee Dee Gunther has asked what the keyboard thingamabob is. So could you maybe like point to all the things and tell them what they're doing? Sure.
Okay. So the one that is probably most familiar is just the regular old keyboard, and I have that on the piano sound right now. So that's just regular old piano. This thing right here controls when I loop and what I loop. So if I hit a button here, I'm going to hit this one, if I'm set up to do so, which I'm not. But I will be soon. There we go. So I'll go like, I'll build it one at a time here. So this one's. So I hit it, and then I hit it again, and you should hear it if I did it right. I hear it in my ear, so it should be okay. So that's this one. I'm going to move to this one. Right now, I have these little buttons right here set up for drums. And so we'll go like this. So that's one of the drums. I'll do another one of the drums. So that's the drums up here. Now this one I have assignable. These little buttons change what I have. So right now I have roads. So now there should be, I have right here piano, and then these three are drums, and that one's roads. And I can change this instrument here. So we'll change it to something like, we'll do, this is a muted trumpet. And then I can do something like get the vibraphones involved. And then I've got my bass. So hopefully that helps a little bit explaining what I'm doing all here. I also have a computer that I'm looking at that has all these knobs and buttons and whirly-doos that we've been spending all day kind of programming and configuring. So that's been good. And I have this little guy right here where I have the instruments connected into the computer. I think that is all of the things, and a microphone to sing into and loop, and I might do a little bit of that later. So yeah, that's it, I think. Hopefully that answers some questions. Thanks.
I think that was very informative.
Good.
Even though I couldn't hear it.
So this is what we call a start where I didn't know what I was doing because I didn't push the right button. If you see, I have a giant, can you see this? I don't know. I have a giant arrow that's pointing to a specific button. And if I don't hit that button at the right time, almost none of this works. So I really have to hit that button. And right there, I just didn't do it. So we're gonna take that and do it again.
Really fast, Jaden, one of our students, asked if the loops can be set to pedals for hands-free looping.
They can.
Doesn't Harpo do that?
Harpo has 3D printed his own pedal. What a cool thing to do. I don't have my 3D printer anymore, sad day, so I can't make my own pedals, and all of the pedal stores are closed, and all of my work is gone, so I don't have money even if they were open. So I am making do with the tools I just happen to have around me. But great question. Yes, they totally can, and my feet are very free. Actually, what I've been thinking is to buy an organ pedal, like a pipe organ pedal, so I can have all kinds of foot pedals. So eventually, that's what this is building to. So this is a good time to say that this stuff is expensive, and if you want to support us, you can do so on Patreon or Venmo, and we'd love the support. So thank you. So we'll take two. is what we call a segmentation fault. That happens when too many things are writing to the hard drive at the same time, and the whole program just crashes. Which is exciting. So, we just restart it. That shouldn't be too bad, right? Not at all. Well, yeah, that was, we'll probably call that one there. That was a good song until it ended. All right. Take 47, or whichever this is. Yeah. That's called Iko Iko-ish, because it's not quite Iko Iko, because I didn't play it all. Yeah. I'm going to play a tune that I wrote for a friend of mine. Her name is Christy, and her friend Paquito have a YouTube channel.
Would you like that?
Yeah. Have a YouTube channel where they read bilingual books in Spanish to help people learn Spanish, and I think that's just wonderful. And she has contracted me to write some songs for her, and I jumped at the opportunity. We will find some links and put them in the appropriate places. They're called the channel's called Simple Spanish Songs, and I think if I remember right, she released a video today about adopting a dinosaur. And I don't know Spanish, otherwise I'd try to tell you some things in Spanish. But this is some of the music that I put for it. And it's been stuck in my head, so I figured the best way to get it out of your head is to play it. Yeah. That is adopting a dinosaur in Spanish. I'm not even going to attempt. So yeah, check out Christy's site and her videos. They're really something else. They're really great, and I get to write the music for them. So that's super. Okay. So if you have your drink, now's the time. Skål.
Skål.
And that is another segmentation fault. Really exciting when it happens. Luckily, it usually comes back quickly. It didn't like that take, so we're going to do another one. Yeah, a little bit of St. James Infirmary, one of my favorites. Play it all the time, just because it's great. Yeah. All right, we're gonna try something more ambitious than I probably should try at my first time through, and just at the mention of it, it crashed. So that's good.
What do you want to try?
I'm actually gonna do one thing before that. This is a song that I am learning, inspired by Victor Poop, and we're just gonna give it a shot. That is Amazing Grace. If you've heard of Victor Wooten do it, it's somewhat close to learning that. So he's a great bass player if you haven't heard of him. And yeah, thank you.
A lot of people like that one.
Oh, good. Yeah, I do too. It's a great one. Cheers. We need a little grace right now. All right. This one is originally by Sharon Jones and the Dat Kings. And it is just a really splendid song. And we'll see if we can do it here. Yeah, again, this is the Holophonor, for those of you just joining late to the game. It's a live looping software that Harpo and I have been working on for a while, and a lot of people before us. And it's a cool thing. Looping is a hard thing to do, and it's even harder in software, in a kind of a computer program. There's a lot of restrictions that go into the programming of it. So yeah, if you wanna support us, we're at Patreon and Venmo and all the kind of usual spots. So if you want, you can do it there. And yeah, this is a song called "This Land Is Your Land." Your land. This land is my land. All right. This Land Is Your Land, Sharon Jones' Dap Kings arrangement.
Could you say that slower?
Yeah. This Land Is Your Land was the name of that song. It's the Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings arrangement.
There you go, Tara.
There you go. Sorry about that. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Peter, and Megan is behind the camera doing everything. I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight. Skål, tack så mycket. And next week, Harpo will be back. He's the other half of this, really the other 3/4 of this programming endeavor. And I'll be there. I hope you join us then. So yeah, thanks for coming along tonight. Again, Patreon, PayPal, all the links are in the doobly-doos. Cheers.